I'll tell you one thing. The Joshua who fought, baby? We saw the fight Joshua versus Usyk, which nobody saw in the U.S. Yeah, because what's that promoter that doesn't know how to, has no clue what to do in the U.S. I think his name is Hearn or something.
Oh, Thomas Hearn?
Yeah, Thomas Hearn. Thomas Hearn, stay in the UK, promote your fights. You have no clue what you're doing in the US. The Zone's doing the right thing by sticking with Golden Boy. Let's see. And first of all, what's that the Edward Hearn?
Is it Eddie Hearns?
Yeah. That guy should fucking promote in the UK. Stay away from the US. He does not know how to promote. He proved it with who did we see fight there?
Let me look. I'm gonna
yeah.
look this up.
Who did he fight? Who's a heavyweight fought?
Eddie Hearns.
Yeah. A heavyweight fought tonight, babe. Oh, Usyk crowned himself world champion. And Eddie Hearn ruined Joshua's career, so yeah.
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell. So we just heard there from your man's Oscar dealer down bad. Oh man, it's great to see, it's lovely to see, it's inspiring to see. Oscar dealer down bad is dating one of his daughter's friends. Yeah, I always love seeing that. It's nice seeing a 50-year-old man dating some next 20-year-old. But listen, I guess one of them ones. Get how you living. Yeah, Oscar De La Downbad doing better than the YB right now, no doubt. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So you heard there from Oscar. He bitter. He mad right now. Oscar only got one fighter in his stable left. Yeah, he blew all of his fighters away, blowing that sniff on that blow. Yeah, he. Of all the different ways promoters can lose fighters, I've never seen a promoter blow so many fighters away. 100%. It's a shame Oscar Dealer Blower couldn't put as much commitment into his fighters as he did chasing that blow. He's down the blow, yeah? He's down the Chapo. He loved the Chapo, 100%. He loved the Chapo. That's what he does love. And that's why Alvarez left him. He said, listen, Oscar, I appreciate your supporting our homeland. Yeah? I appreciate your supporting the homeland revenues. Making sure all that lovely US currency is flowing back to the homeland. But truth be known, I'm trying to get this boxing game going. So as much as I appreciate you supporting Chapo and them, man, yeah? We got business to be doing. No doubt. Obviously Oscar, he off what he off. He can't stop. He a fiend. Yeah? Once a fiend, always a fiend. And that's why he lost all his fighters. Now Ryan Garcia, he hanging around for now, but Ryan Garcia is only hanging around because he ain't had a taste of the Hearn yet. Once you get on the Hearn, you ain't go back. That's what we do know. Very few fighters leave the Hearn. And when they do, they end up crawling back like Kell Brook. He crawling back. Yeah? All washed up. All washed up looking. Cracked eye looking ass. No doubt. I'm not saying Hearn's the best ever, because he alright, but what we do know is he doing better than anyone else. Has Oscar never heard of the phrase, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house? My man talking about, I don't know, I can't do his voice, but he's talking about, I don't know who Eddie Hearn is. Bro, you ain't got no fighters. Your last show, I heard, had 8 fighters on. The total bill was 36 grand. Which works out, what? 4 grand a pop. You was paying your fighters, or a bit more than that, 4.5 grand a pop. Wow. Eddie Hearn doing that in one fighter at the bottom of his card. Damn you down bad. Oscar dealer down bad. You went from a $30 million card in Alvarez to 30 grand. No wonder you're out here begging for clout off the Hearn. Because you thirsty right now. No doubt. We all know that these young, when you're trying to date some of your daughter's friends, it's not cheap. Yeah? Ain't no 20-year-old young filly looking to mess around with some 50-year-old blowhead for nothing. You best have your coins correct. And that's why Oscar, he out here begging for clout. He doing Instagram promos right now, trying to get his clout up. He like, if I talk about Eddie Hearn, and I'm about to get some more IG promos, so I can keep my daughter's best friend in these nice panties. Yeah, keep massaging my face for me, my old looking ass face. That's why you can't blame Oscar. Oscar, we understand why you're doing the oils, because you need. Listen, you're trying to keep young. Yeah, trying to keep them young fillies around, no doubt. But nonetheless, Hearn, he washed you. So well and good saying, we don't know who Hearn is, and he in the US, he killing it right now compared to you. You down bad. This is the worst thing about it. The worst thing about it is, yeah, it's one thing saying you don't know Hearn, but he literally took your number one fighter. That's a fact. That's not speculation. That's not biasness. He took your number one Donny. Took him straight from you. Wow, you must feel bad. So I understand why you're bitter. Listen, I'll be bitter too. Yeah, and the worst thing is, Oscar De La Hoya, that's his countryman. Do you know how hard it is to take someone's countryman from him? Alvarez didn't even speak English at the time. An Englishman took your countryman who didn't speak English. Wow, you must be bad. You had language barrier, you had nationality barrier, you had incumbent market barrier. Eddie Hearn came to your market, took your nationality looking ass fighter from you who don't speak English, and you sitting there saying you don't know who he is. You do know who he is, because your bank account, listen, your bank account knows who he is, because you ain't getting them 10% checks no more. So let's not make out that you're really getting it like that, where you're not going to miss $6 million a year. If Alvarez is making $60 million a year, that's $6 million. You ain't getting it like that, Oscar. That's why you're trying to fight these next old dons. Because you thirsty for some peas right now. You down bad. You going through it with your 15-year-old girlfriend or 20-year-old girlfriend. But listen, Oscar, what you need to do right now is stay on Floyd. Don't worry about Hearn. Hearn is above your level. You and Floyd, you both, yeah, that's your level. That's your level right now. Your level right now is Floyd. Focus on Floyd. Focus on giving Floyd the rematch whooping you were supposed to give him before he ran off and retired. That needs to be your sole focus. Focus on Floyd. He's scary. He old. You old too. Yeah? No doubt. Oh man, that was lame as well. Before I go, I just realised, Oscar, you are one lame looking ass. How are you gonna sit there and talk about what fight was going on? What fight was going on? Like you didn't know, you big goofy. What fight's going on? What fight was going on? Eddie Hearn had a fight on, and I don't know what it was, and it was a heavyweight fight, it's Usyk. Wait a minute. So you didn't know what fight it was, but you knew Usyk was fighting. Don't no one know Usyk. So what are you lying to yourself for? I'm sorry, but that just made you sound super goofy and super bitter as well. He took your mans. So right there, Eddie Hearn don't know what he's doing, but he took your mans and sold out with your mans. Something you never did. You never sold out 80,000 in some next Texas stadium. Oops. You was too busy on the blow with your, you know what I'm saying? You was too busy on the blow with your pre-grad girlfriend. Pre-grad rather. Yeah? That's what you was doing. Heavy blowing all your fighters off. Not literally, obviously, but obviously. Listen. The last thing he said is that AJ got his career ruined by Eddie Hearn. Listen, AJ ruined his own career. It's easy to say. I always hear that. Oh, Eddie Hearn ruins fighters. Fighters make their own decisions. Bottom line. And secondly, I'm not being funny. AJ wasn't. It's not like he was going in there with something crazy. He's a champion. What's he supposed to do? Do what your man's Ryan Garcia doing? Hiding out? Super scary? No, we don't want none of that. Yeah? There's enough ducking going on. The last thing we need is Hearn doing some more ducking. There's plenty of ducking going on. We don't need a unified heavyweight champ to be doing no more ducking. Sorry. We don't need a heavyweight undisputed or ununified champ to be added to the list of duckery. That's the last thing we need. About his career's been managed wrong. How would you manage it? I'll tell you how you'd manage it. You'd just be blowing off all of his earnings, sniffing them all up your nose. Yeah? I'd manage Joshua differently. I'd sniff all of his earnings away. Wow. You dopey. You fruity looking.